Alright, I almost made this video. Good thing I checked the mic before I started. But yeah. So we have a trade recap today. We're still in this trade. I just thought I would make it. If we hit our TP, cool. If we don't, whatever. Contemplating if I just should, well, it looks like we're about to hit it. Contemplating if I should just move it up to 350 so I can get $1,000 day. Should I just do it for the video? Nah, can't be greedy. Really tempted to though. 1K day does look good. These are the emotions talking, bro. Should I? A 350 would put us at $1,000 day. Sounds enticing. We're gonna see how this reacts because this is not a key level or anything. This is just a Fibonacci tool. I might as well, whatever. I'm gonna move my trail my stop loss more higher to this point, I guess. Alright, but yeah, trade recap. I really wish this was the first trade of the week, but because I really didn't like this trade. Not the setup itself, but just conditions and whatever. But yeah, took a trade today, and it took some time for it to play out, but ended up playing out. Alright, gotta keep my eye on it. I don't think I've ever, maybe once, I don't think I've ever though made a recap while I'm in the trade, but yeah, I guess this is the first one. So, well, this is why, because I just can't stop looking at it. I just want to keep looking at the position. But okay, let's get rid of ES chart. So today market opened at 8:30, of course, and didn't really see much going on. Oh, it's looking like it's getting there. Not much going on. We had a potential SMTs forming. Jesus, what is that? And yeah, this trade was actually based on the SMT. No key levels hit. We were retracing into this hourly fair value gap at first. Bullish on the 1 hour on ES, and then yeah, bullish on both 1 hour time frames on ES and NQ. We actually broke structure to the downside on the 4 hour on ES, maintained bullish structure on NQ. I didn't really factor in my bias. I didn't have a bias today. Market open, macro opens right here, right there, and we created SMT, 5-minute SMT with ES. Where is it? Yeah, with this low to these lows. This was the lagging index, but like again, I wanted to take this on ES because ES was the leading index, but I just got a better entry on NQ, and I've seen a trend where even if we get a better entry on that one index, it ends up playing out better on the other index. But you know, it's gonna play out if it has a better entry and actually better execution on one index. I'm gonna take it. Logically, NQ was the right index to take it on, but I've been favoring ES in general, and then also I just favor the leading index because we more than likely move towards those draws on liquidity better on that leading index because we're leading. It's the leading index. I just feel, look at this. I feel like maybe you can say it's the same, but I feel like ES made the more drastic and more bigger displacement than NQ did. But you know, they both played out. Let's go with the execution. We have 5 minute SMT. Once I see a 5-minute SMT, I'm willing to scale down, look for a confirmation and then a continuation. We got our breaker structure right here on ES. We also got a breaker structure at this point, and then after that we're looking for fair value gaps, equilibrium, breaker block or order blocks to get filled. We got both equilibrium and fair value gap entry right here. On ES, you could have entered off this fair value gap. You see a bullish reaction and then enter right there. But on NQ, we filled this gap, came into equilibrium, and saw a bullish reaction. It might get filled right here. Alright, not yet. Yeah, bullish reaction. I didn't catch it right here. I think I maybe saw it, but I wasn't too convinced yet. And then, yeah, after I saw these 2 consecutive blue candles, I was like, all right, I'm willing to take this. We have our draws on liquidity where we want to go, and yeah. So, yeah, I ended up just, chopping, very slow price action. I ended up dipping down, coming into this, either you want to say breaker block, order block. Definitely an order block or breaker block around here. I guess you can say this last up candle before we broke structure. Came in down into there, came into equilibrium again, and yeah, ended up eventually making its move. In the past, this is why you got to learn from your mistakes. In the past, let's say if I got the same entry, right? Actually, we can just use the same. Maybe I just put stops right here, stopped out immediately, or you mean stops? Maybe stops right there. And honestly, you could put stops right there because that's what our trade was based on, a fair value gap, and this is the first candle. But boy, that's why you put it a little bit under too, just to get saved. But boy, yeah, you would have got stopped by literally like not even a half a point maybe. I don't know. Let's see. I don't care. Yeah, either way, you would have got stopped out by the tick, whatever. But yeah, we ended up still being saved. Stops below equilibrium. This was our $600 mark that we were willing to risk. We could have added a contract and then moved stops a little bit up, but yeah, we didn't, and eventually kind of helped us not getting stopped out. Just I wasn't even really paying attention. Just like I thought I was just gonna get stopped out, which was cool. It would have been whatever, but yeah, I ended up playing out. This is like similar to the other trade I won like last week, where it ended up looking like it was gonna stop us out, and then ended up playing out. And yeah, that was the trade. Take profits. Let's put on executions. I didn't do it last time. Executions. Went in with 5 contracts. Hence why we were risking 60. It lines up or 600. It lines up perfectly with our stop because 59 points, 60 points, whatever. When you're in 5 micros, it lines perfect too. It's easy to know what you're risking based on this tool. That's what I found out. Take profits. We had hourly high right here. Asian session highs. All these draws on liquidity were Asian session highs. Jesus. And yeah, took out more than half of my position at this point. I actually didn't have a limit order right here. At first, I was planning to take full take profit right here, which would have been like $1,100 day. But I didn't want to be greedy. I didn't want to, I didn't want to give profits back to the market. And yeah, so I just ended up just taking 3 right here, 3 off right there, and then I took 1 off at that point. I didn't do anything at this line. Took 1 off right here, and now we have 1 runner, which would have been right here, but then I just, as you just saw, I moved it back up. And yeah, just leaving a runner up. If it wants to get hit, then it gets hit. Oh, I actually hit this point. Yeah. But wondering if I should just trail my stop loss even more, or just let it let it do its thing. I'll move it up a little bit. I don't really trail my stop loss, but I feel like it can be smart in some cases. I mean, anything can happen in this market. You don't know what's gonna happen, and you gotta take profits when market makes it available to you. And yeah, W day, W trade. I feel like I think this is like the highest my account's been on this combine. Let's go to top step. I feel like I think it definitely is. The high was like 5. Oh yeah, we don't even need to check. It was at like, we've only been up 400 on the combine. Yeah, the high will be. Yeah, definitely don't want to be on evals for this long. But right now I'm literally just trying to prove to myself I can execute this system, my model, collect data, and prove to myself I can use good risk management and pass a funded the right way. And then once I build that confidence and repeat my system, my model over and over again, looks like we might get stopped out right here. Damn, we should have took profits right here. But yeah, like I said, once I get that confidence build up and I'm willing to scale with more accounts, like copy trade them, then I'll be willing to risk like way more in the trade than just taking these little, quote unquote little wins. Risk like half the drawdown in the future to make like 1,500, so I can pass the evals relatively quick. I don't know if I should just play it out, let it play out, just keep talking. Is there any like market news, stock market news I can cover? JD fans, please. Oh. Like I said, I think the last video I discussed like what positions I was in, stock wise. I'm in, yeah. Did I mention I was in Hood? Yeah, I did. Probably did. Nvidia and Hood. I'm still in it. Still in both of those. Just been DCAing. I'm up, I think 20% on Nvidia. Yeah, 25%. So honestly, Nvidia is at exactly like 135 at the moment right now, looking at it. 135. And I think I might have like a stop. Because, these little positions, these small amount of shares I have, it's not going to be like generational wealth, but, it's a quick, like a little swing trade. That's how I'm looking at it. And yeah, I'm just gonna use those profits to reinvest it into my business, which is this, and just, you know, keep it rolling. That's kind of funny. But yeah, I guess I'm just gonna end it. I'm not just gonna sit around here. Still haven't ate anything. It's 11:20. And yeah, next video you'll find out if take profit got hit or not. Oh, wait, we're about to get stopped out. Order filled. Hey,
Order filled.
I was about to say, hey yo, damn, we should have took profits right here. Hey, lesson learned maybe. Don't be greedy. Take it when you. But you can easily just come into like drawdown or whatever, and then end up pushing more. But there we go, $900 day. I guess you don't have to wait till next video. Look at that though. This isn't on the account, but like within this range from a month, up 2,000. Look at this. I mean, this looks good. 71% win rate. That looks fire. Anything else? So now we're at. This is gonna go up to 48,730, and this is the highest I've been, I think, on a combine ever. Cause I've never hit 51,000, and I've never. I think the highest maybe like. Let me check real quick. I really don't intend for these videos to be this long, but it is what it is. Yeah, I think I got as high as 50,600, but never 50,700. Hey man, progress, man. I really like what I'm seeing from myself, my performance. Just trying to get 1% better each day. Had my highest win rate, and literally a year ago from this point on, from a year ago in May, I was starting to trade consistently again, or not again, because I was just out of school. And I saw a good month in May, and you know, the next month wasn't that great. And then I thought I needed to change something, and if it isn't broke, don't fix it. Yeah, this month I had my highest like win rate in such a long time, probably like since last May, if I'm being honest, because I was looking at the videos, my recaps, and I was adding all the wins and losses, and my win rate was like I was averaging around like a 20% win rate, which was horrendous. And now like I'm seeing like 45%, damn near 50%. So I mean, that if that isn't an indication for me to, you know, just give it some time, be patient, trust the process, then, you know, that's not good, because, you know, I'm not learning from my lesson. I'm learning from my lesson now to just be patient, let the system itself play out throughout time, from weeks to months to years, and the results will show up for themselves. So yeah, I've only taken 4 trades this month. Should have been, honestly, I think these 2 trades were just not ideal probable conditions, and could have been avoided probably, but I'm gonna move on. I forgot to cover news today. We had really high impact, but everything came out 6 or 7:30, 7:40, but it did not affect the market at all. So that's why I was willing to trade. Hey, like I said, I learned from my mistake from Monday. If it, you know, well, this is actually pretty, like, you can see this, but if you look at the 5-minute, well, the thing is, when I came to do my like pre-market analysis, which was like 8 o'clock, I saw we kind of filled this. So like, if it's like a big gap and we're still ripping, you know, that's when I should call it a day. you know, not even take the day off. But since I saw it like this and like we came in, tapped it, you know, we had all this price action, you know, I was willing to do that. But like I can probably go an example, like literally Monday. What was Monday? Like this is what I'm talking about. That was crazy. Like this, when like the whole tariff news and stuff, and then I don't know. And then look at this. But yeah, I mean 20-minute video. I don't know how this was a 20-minute video, but it's whatever. Yeah, W day. Gotta keep moving forward, move on, and 1% better a day. That's it. That's it from me. I don't think I'm missing anything. Alright, I'm out of here. You know what it is. God bless.